Your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. All praises to the Most High for another beautiful day. I'm glad y'all catching another stream. As you enter, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up on the way in. Today, I want to talk about how individuals seem to hate people who are set apart solely based on the facts that they're spiritually intimidating. They're intimidated by one's essence, one's presence. Now, some of y'all may be asking, it seems that people just have their own thoughts about individuals and they run away with it, so they begin to hate, right? That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. See, the truth of the matter is they're spiritually intimidated by that individual because that person possesses a certain amount of power spiritually. Now, if you one who only believes in this carnal flesh, if you one who only believes in this physical realm that we dwell in, then this video won't resonate with you. In this particular video, I want to talk about a huge deficiency that we have within our community, especially with women. The lack of sisterhood and why a lot of women tend to hate on the next woman instead of building with the next sister. Because it all equivalates to that woman being spiritually intimidated. Now, some may be asking, what do you mean by that, Breed? I mean, how can somebody be intimidated spiritually? How? Well, see, if you're looking at things from a different vantage point, if you're looking at things from a biblical perspective, because contrary to popular belief, the Bible is one of the most spiritual books that ever exist. It is the most spiritual book, although it has historical relevance, although it has parables, although it has so much edification and knowledge and wisdom, it still has a lot to do with spirituality. All right? Now, understand that when you're looking at things from that vantage point, you'll understand that there's going to be a very narrow path for individuals who want to follow the truth. Very narrow. And broad is going to lead to damnation. So there's certain individuals here on this planet, which is a select few, and they far and in between. There's certain individuals the Most High God is going to highlight. He's going to highlight those people. And these people are going to stick out like a sore thumb. And some of y'all may be wondering, why is it that you can't seem to find friendships? You can't seem to keep hold of an immediate circle that holds you up when you're falling down. Well, the fact of the matter is you may be one of those individuals who the Most High God have highlighted. And since you've been highlighted, those around you can see. You act as a mirror. When they look at you, they see their faults. They're not on the same path that you're on. They're not going in the same direction that you're going. Your existence, it bothers their everyday goings. When they see you, they gotta scoff. They gotta gossip. They gotta troll. They gotta hate. Because you rattle their existence. You rattle their spirits. This is the reason they giving you the mean mugs, the cold stares. This is the reason why they watch you so diligently and they looking at your every move. This is the reason why you have individuals who pose as friends but in secrecy, they agents. And they want to get close only to extract information, personal information that can and will be used against you. The reason being is because they know there's something different about you and they fear what they don't understand. They fear it. Somebody said, story of my life, homie. Facts, though. Somebody said, yes. Somebody said, that's a blessing, man. Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise. Because at the end of the day, these haters, right? These individuals who don't want to see you reach your full potential. They don't want to see you reach your goals in life. They don't want to see you shining. At the end of the day, they already know that they're on a one-way ticket to utter death and chaos. And every road they follow leads to anarchy, and they already know this. So when they see you, it's like they see a way out, they see a light. They know that they took a crappy deal and fell in love with this system. And they know that these people have become, they know they've become carnal. And they'll do anything to fulfill their carnal desires. And they take the Most High's chosen people as a joke. They take you as a joke. They don't believe the word of God. They don't believe that there's any judgment that comes. They don't believe any of it. When they look at you, they look at something that they should clown, that they should look at and play around with. They don't take you serious. And this is why they joke, they manipulate, they scoff, they troll, they watch. They try their best to humiliate. Y'all got to understand, listen, people who are carnal, people who are living in this physical plane without thinking spiritually minded, you got to understand, brothers and sisters, this is all they got. Imagine that. This is all they got. Here on this planet, all they have is their flesh. Imagine living in a world where you didn't have any spirituality whatsoever. And you got to be forced to walk around and see certain individuals who have a glow, who have a shine that you don't have. And you know, anytime you can repent for your sins and come over to the righteous path, but you are so diluted and perverted that you don't want to accept the truth. So you'll believe a strong delusion, therefore you'll live out a lie. And you see these people here who just want to do right. Now, there's a problem with a lot of these sisters out here, right? Let's get into the nitty gritty. There's a problem with a lot of females out here who don't want to be sisters to other women, who actually hate, troll, and scoff other sisters. It's a real big problem. Let me break this down to you. To be a shamefaced woman in this day and age, right? To be, let's see, chaste, to be modest, to be a sister that is not about the accolades of this society, not about being venerated, not about being treated like a man's God, right? For sisters out there who are not about the social media attention, not about none of that nonsense. It's extra hard out here. It's very difficult for these sisters to just live a normal life. Because all of these other women who are very vain and carnal, when they see that sister, they see what they're supposed to be. They know that what they're doing to strum up attention, they knowing that showing their bodies off and being all out there to be accepted by the crowd, they know that they're not living righteous. And when they see that modest sister, when they see that young lady who ain't about all of that, instead of going to live their own vain, ridiculous lifestyle, instead of going on and just continue to live that way, they got to look at the sister who ain't about that. And she got to continually be judged, right? She got to be scoffed at because she wants to be modest. Let's see. Somebody said vain and insecure, right? You would think that all of the attention from social media would be enough for these sisters, right? You would think it would be enough. Getting all the likes. Somebody said, yeah, let's get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen, most definitely. Somebody said, us really good women are hiding. We're indoors. We stay to ourselves. We're not having sex. We're getting close to the Most High and living our purpose. Yeah, then you have sisters who have husbands or are trying to become wives. And you got all of these women around them who want to pull them back into a lifestyle that they live, right? And you know, I feel like this is not really talked about enough. Because, you know, you would be surprised to know what our women got to experience. Let me see. Somebody says people that scoff have something negative vibes leeching off them. Pray to the Most High that the fight is bad away in the spirit. Facts, though. Yeah, they got some deficiencies. That's a fact.
I was wondering where you were today.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
All right. Casper the Don, thank you for the $2 contribution. Says modern women call the good ones pick-me's. It's sad, yeah. That's a fact, though. Women who want to live righteous and actually appeal and appease to a man, she got to be called a pick-me. As if that's not a very derogatory name, right? Somebody said, love the outdoor streams. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Somebody said, them witches living in La La Land, been celebrating Halloween all their lives. Facts. And they damn sure dressed up like it's Halloween on a daily. Somebody said, I love myself because my female friends are like 1 to 2. Yeah, sometimes you got to keep your circle small, no doubt about that. Somebody said it's a whole lot of Jezebels. That's a fact. Somebody said it's a perfect woman like Eve. I'm not sure what you meant by that. It's a perfect woman like Eve could sin, and listen to deceiving liars. Satan, imagine what an imperfect person does internationally. I'm not sure what you're getting at that, bro. I was trying to follow you. I was trying to understand where you was getting at, but I didn't quite get it. But y'all gotta know, man, listen. There's a story I would like to share with y'all. There's a story I would like to share with y'all about a young lady who I grew quite fond of. So much so that I gave her 2 babies, right? I'll tell you a little bit something about this young lady I grew quite fond of, right? And I think this story is important. Thank you for the $10 contribution. It is real, highly appreciated. It says it's a difference between a good woman and a righteous woman. You could be good in the eyes of the world, but not righteous in the eyes of the Most High. Absolutely, bro. That's 100% fact right there. Real talk. There's a young lady that I grew quite fond of that grew up similar to how a lot of us grew up, right? Grew up somewhat in dysfunctional environments. As she was a young lady, she stayed to herself a lot. She read books, lots of books. There was a lot of things going on that she wasn't privy to in her family. And just like a lot of us, right, we got a lot of things that go on in our families, right? A lot of our families have skeletons in their closet. And she stayed to herself. When the family would gather, all the cousins and everybody would come together. You know how it used to be that all your cousins would go to grandma's house or go to auntie house or go to uncle house and everybody would be in one place. You know, some of us have those similar backgrounds, right? And when she would go, she would be off to herself because of some things that were going on that were unseemly. And she was a child then. She didn't know there was so much dysfunction, but for some reason, her spirit did not resonate with the people around her. She felt the need to be reserved. She felt the need to be to herself while everybody else was getting along. Everybody else was having a good old time. But there was a lot of wickedness going on in the family, a whole lot. A whole lot of evil. A lot of children getting hurt. Fortunately, she stayed reserved for the most part and stayed to herself. And as she grew, you know, she was always called weird. Hey, we don't understand you. We don't get it. You know, we barely know you. Here it is, you're a full-grown adult. When you come around, we don't even know what to say to you. We don't have no idea what to say to you because we don't know you like that. Because ever since you was a child, you seem to be set apart. So much so that we even picked on you. We called you names. We thought something was wrong with you. And then this person, she grows up, she becomes a woman. She meets a man in the truth. And all of those around her all of those same women that were around, all of the same women that ended up being single, all of the same women who ended up going from man to man to man to man to man to man. All of those women who don't seem to have all the answers, all of a sudden, when that woman gets a husband, all the attention is on her. The same woman that was ridiculed, the same woman who was made to feel ostracized and isolated, the same woman that nobody really cared for. But the moment where that woman is living her best life, producing seed, raising seed, you have all of these women come out of the woodworks to try to steal her happiness. Mind you, people who ain't doing a damn thing for you. Where were they then? Now, what's the purpose of that story, one may ask? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of sisters that's watching this stream who are experiencing the same isolation, experiencing the same type of tactics of the devil, trying to split up what you got going because misery loves company. They never, ever looked at you as a respectable person. They seen you being chaste and modest and humble and meek. They seen it as a weakness. They didn't see it as a strength. They didn't look at you and say, wow, this person is special. This person got what it takes to help build a nation, build a kingdom. No, they don't see that. They don't see that at all. Somebody said modern women realize that they are living in a gynocentric society. That's a fact. Yeah, somebody said especially watch the older women that are bitter. Facts. And I'm gonna tell you like this: there's sisters right now in junior high school, who are constantly picked on, made fun of, looked at as if they're just nothing, right? Treated like trash, treated like dirt. Why? Because they're not like all the other sisters. They're not like all the other young girls in school. There's something different about those sisters. And they're going to actually grow to be somebody's wife. And those onlookers, I hope this is influence for you. I hope this is real encouraging for you sisters out here who going through it, who really desire to have sisterhood. Those particular sisters who got a lot to say, they're going to end up going to man, to man, to man, to man, to man, to man. And, I hate to get graphic about it, but their vaginas are going to get ramsacked. They're going to shrivel up. Their wombs are going to become dry. Let's see. The same spiritual lifelessness and death that they have is going to come on the outside of them. Oh, yeah, they look good now. Yeah, I know. Everybody wants to be like the mean girls, right? I get it. But I can assure you, if you look them up 10, 15 years from now, you're going to see just how spiritually dead they were. Now, we need messages like this, brothers and sisters. The reason why we need messages like this, because a lot of y'all don't understand how hard these young women got it. You don't get it. You don't understand there's a lot of peer pressure. There's things going on in these schools. Let's make this clear. There are women who getting trained, young women getting trains ran on them in these schools. It's going down like that. There are these young women going to parties and things are happening. It's going down like that. Listen, you got to learn how to teach your daughters that their reward will come being chaste and modest. Telling you. Somebody says, see a lot of this walking around so-called women hating on a real. Yeah, these women be hating on each other, man. Somebody said, I'll be 50 this week and hated by young women. They are by my daughter's age. They are growing up to be miserable old ladies. That's a fact. Wow. And then you got a lot of these older women looking 10 times better than these young women. You know why? Because they was those meek sisters in school. They was the young lady that was awkward and weird. Like the young lady that I grew so fond of and gave her 2 of my babies. Awkward, weird, you're strange, you're not like us. You want to be that? You want to dress like that? You want to wear that? Yeah. Those the women who going to have husbands, righteous men. Somebody said the families volunteer their cooped up daughters for the life when they send them off to college to the dorms and they feel a HPV wake up. That's a fact. Off in these colleges, your daughters are getting indoctrinated. They're getting indoctrinated. They're being taught things that will be a detriment to their entire life. A woman is not designed to be out here dealing with man, the next man, and the next man. Her DNA is not designed for that. Don't let these other women pressure you, sisters, to live that lifestyle, because it ends in emptiness. And they like to package it up and sell it as if it's liberation, right? Ain't that how they package it up? Like they're being liberated by being ramsacked. And I'm telling you, brothers, you got to look out. Listen, you don't want the most popping chick. You don't want the sister that's all out there. You don't want that. You don't want the chick that got the limelight on them. That's not what you're looking for, brothers. What you want is you want a chaste, humble, modest woman that can bring you peace. Somebody said liberalism is really spiritual slavery. That's a fact. Because if they feel like they're being liberated, where does the Most High play into that? It gets into narcissism. It gets into self-worship. Where does the Most High come in if you live in a lifestyle of being liberated? And since when is a woman dealing with multiple partners liberating? They used to have a few choice words for what that is, right? They said being low key is better. That's a fact. Y'all make sure y'all get the thumbs up in here, because these are the type of messages we need. Because listen, I know it's difficult, sisters. I know that there's a lot of pressure on you to be like the rest of the world. See, the Bible tells you that the elders, your aunties, your grandmothers, your mothers, they're supposed to be teaching you to be modest women, to be keepers of homes, how to satisfy and please your husband. They're not teaching this. They're not teaching young women this. And instead, you're being indoctrinated by the ways of this world. Don't allow that. Don't allow their indoctrination to ruin your life and have you wasting the best years of your life because you want to give in to peer pressure. Let's make this clear. For every woman who decides to be modest and chaste and righteous and really a submissive, obedient woman, to every woman who's willing to do so will have a husband. Deep Voice Man, thank you for the $2 contribution. Says immature women believe they money matters to men. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. As if when a man is looking for a woman, he's looking like, oh yeah, that degree sure does turn me on. You got a degree in what? Sociology. Oh wow, yo, I'm really aiming at that. And now listen, I'm not here to say it's nothing wrong with a woman getting it how she live and being successful, getting degrees. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying is a man don't care about that. Not a man who is trying to actually be a man and provide. He wants to lead. He wants to guide. He wants to be the one who provides for their household. He's not looking at your damn degree. It's not impressive to him. He doesn't care. He want to know when he come home at night after a long day of work, can he get his back rubbed? He want to know that there ain't going to be no arguments. He want to know how well you can cook. He want to know that it's going to be peace in his house because peace is all that a man has. That's all, and that's it. That's all that man wants to know. He could care less about your degree. Telling you. Gloria says women avoid feminine men who look for a woman to take care of him. You are the prize. Women don't chase a man. Definitely don't go after no man that you feel like you have to take care of. But there's nothing wrong with a woman being aggressive and getting what she wants. Let's make that very clear. There's nothing wrong with a woman who sees a man that she's interested in and she goes after what she wants. Nothing wrong with that. But definitely, she should be seeking a provider. That should be one of the things on her list that she's looking for. Somebody said the egg never chased the sperm. That's an interesting concept. The egg never chases sperm. So I guess that means men's supposed to chase women. Well, I live by a different philosophy. I think a man should position himself to be able to cast the bait out, and if the woman catch, then they catch. A man should be building himself up. A man's prime focus should be himself, and then the women will come. But that's another topic for another day. But listen, I'm telling you, ladies out there, listen, don't. I'm gonna tell you what peer pressure will get you. Let me break this down to you. Look at Nicki Minaj. Look at Cardi B. Hell, look at Toni Braxton. Look at Little Kim, right? And I want you to look at how mutilated they are. I want you to look at what they've done to their bodies. I want you to look at the fact that they spearheaded a whole generation of young ladies who out there slicing their bodies up. They going back and forth to Dominican Republican. They getting all chopped and screwed to look a certain way. So much so, down here at Atlanta Airport, there ain't even enough wheelchairs to accommodate all the sisters that's coming back after getting chopped and screwed, right? The long-term effects include lupus, various forms of cancers, all kind of flesh-eating bacterias. I mean, this is the outcome of trying to keep up with the Joneses and be like these other women out here. All because you don't have a brother or sister to sit here and tell you that you're beautiful without all of that. You're beautiful without all of that. Y'all got to understand, ladies, there is no generic woman for every man. Every man is not attracted to the same thing. There is no generic woman. Some men desire to have a slim woman with a slim figure. Some men desire to have a woman who's shapely, right? Some brothers like BBW. Some brothers, they'll take it a step further and go with the SS BBW. But that's on them, right? Whatever men are into. And some men are just into variety. But these celebrities, they have convinced our sisters that every man likes one generic shape. That every man likes a woman who's shaped one generic way. And you out here trying to impress the streets to keep up with everything and everybody, keep up with this world. Whole time, your husband may like the man that God chose for you. He may have desired to have a slim woman without a huge derriere. So while you out here trying to impress the streets, you done missed out on your husband. The one who would have been there for you. The one who would have loved you, took care of you, provided. Now you put yourself at risk of having health problems and you missed out on your husband. Trying to get the streets to love you. Trying to get everybody to love you instead of focusing on one man. One man with one plan. That's all you need, ladies. Don't let these other women try to brainwash you to make you believe you need the attention from all of these men. Listen, real women don't really like that much attention from men. It makes them uncomfortable. And so when other sisters see that, they think it's just weird. No, she's not weird. She's modest. She don't want to be seen and gawked at by all of these men. She doesn't feed off of that type of attention. Every woman aren't like you because you see this woman being modest and set apart. You know, you want to come in and be you want to be the lady off the Players Club. You want to be the negative influence. Y'all know the girl off the Players Club that corrupted that country girl. That's how a lot of these women be. Because they are spiritually intimidated. They don't want to see you at your greatest. They don't want to see you doing good. They want you to be empty and soulless like them. Being desecrated, used and abused, cast to the side, where every man can say that he had his turn with that. They want them to be, listen, they want you to be like them. That's what they want. Marissa Dartez, thank you for the $50 contribution. Highly appreciate you, sister. Thank you. Says the 144,000 is taking over, bro. OMG, my vibration so high. You are my bro, and I believe you. Love everyone. Thank you, sister. Highly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Telling y'all. Yeah. Somebody said men like a woman that's a compliment, cooperative, peaceful, loyal, loving, and a woman that can cook. Absolutely. Absolutely. And instead of these women becoming that, they're going to be envious and jealous because that's who you are. When ultimately, you the one who going to find peace. You the one who going to have fruits. You the one who going to raise up a family. You the one who going to have a husband. You the one who going to be able to share your life with somebody when you get older. You the one who's going to be at peace. You are the one when the Lord sits you in front of the judgment seat and say, sister, what have you done? Why should you enter the kingdom to come? You can sit up there and say, I've been a wife. I provided for my home. I gave love and peace. I made sure that warrior, that soldier, that gladiator that you sent me, I took care of him. I made sure he was fed. I was obedient to his word. And guess what? She's going to enter paradise. What are a lot of these women going to be saying? I'll wait. Crickets, crickets, crickets. When the Most High sit these sisters in the judgment seat, I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of bad bitches. I said bish. B-I-S-H. It's going to be a lot of bad issues in hell. And that silicone going to burn, baby, burn. You know silicone is highly flammable, right? So it's time to understand, sisters. It's time to choose sides out here. Thanks for the $5 contribution. Says I literally broke up with my woman half an hour ago. She is too combative. No shouting or anything like that from me. I took my stuff and left for good. All praises to the Most High. I'm glad you got out of there, brother. The Bible tells you it's better to dwell on a roof. It's better to dwell in the jungle. It's better to dwell in the wilderness than dwell with a combative woman. So I'm glad you did what you had to do. If she don't know how to solve conflict without yelling and hollering and getting you out of character, brother, you don't need that in your life. No. You don't need it. She is not for you. Let her go get a worthless thug because she wants somebody to go upside her damn head anyway. That's what she wants. She wants somebody to go upside her head. Whoops, upside your head. Whoops, upside your head. That's what she wants. And if you gotta get physical with a woman, you damn sure don't need her. Dead serious. Somebody said, I keep hearing my family and friends say they don't know me. I'm 23. That's because they probably don't know you. They probably don't know you. Somebody said women are smarter and stronger than men. Wow. Okay. Ecclesiastics, yep, 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than keep house with a wicked woman. That's a fact. Let this be known, sisters out here. Don't let social media corrupt you. Don't let IG, don't let Twitter, don't let these things brainwash you into making you believe that that's all the validation you need. There is no validation like seeing your babies raise up. There's no validation like keeping a household together. There's no validation like growing old with somebody. There's no validation like being a pure woman, being kind-hearted, treating others with respect and dignity, having decorum about yourself, not twerking every damn where. So what? A lot of the women in your family don't quite understand you. So what? Let them continue to do what they do and you do what you're going to do. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. And understand this. This goes for brothers and sisters. People going to hate you for whatever you do. They're going to hate you for whatever you do. Understand that. So yeah, you may have people talking at the workplace. You may have people talking in your school, on dormitory. You may have people skulking at you. You may have people backbiting and gossiping everywhere you go. And I'm gonna take it a step further. A lot of these people hate you because they can see your light. They can see your glow. See, something chemically changed in your mind when you woke up. The connectors in your brain went off. There's different activity that take place when you wake up to the truth. So when they see you, they see the presence of the Almighty. They see the reminder that they live in foul. So yeah, they're gonna talk. They're gonna hate. They're gonna go home at night. They're gonna pray all manners of evil against you. They're gonna pray that you lose your job. They're gonna pray that you lose all your security. They're gonna pray that your household breaks up. They're gonna pray all kind of wickedness and evil against you. But I promise you, if you could just steadfast and stay in this truth, reading the words of the Most High, and standing clear of the wickedness out here, and not give in to the peer pressure of your family members or your friends or people who don't even know you, your reward will be at the end. You got to look around at people and ask yourself, what are they doing for your life to make your life better or easier? What are they giving you? Are they there for you when the chips are down? Or do they want you to be miserable like they are? Yeah, that's what they want. Don't let them knock you off the Most High's radar, feeding into the nonsense. Be who you gonna be. Be decent people. But I love each and every one of y'all. All praises to the Most High. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this stream. Uh, Exclusive content. Click on the Patreon link in the description box. Follow me there. Follow me on Instagram at Nubreed404. If you'd like to support this work via Cash App, 10% of all contributions go back to the people. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for catching this broadcast. Y'all have a blessed day. With that being said, shalom and peace.